Chapter 6:12. Alex smiled at him. After finding out that Emma and Elaine were not in the living room, he asked, "Have Emma and Mom returned?" "No and yes," Trump gestured indifferently and said, "Your mom went into the room as soon as she came home, saying that she was not feeling well. I wonder what's wrong with her. She must have lost money playing mahjong and is heartbroken." Alex nodded and asked attentively, "Dad, don't you want to check on her? Just in case?" "Ark, forget it," Trump gestured, unconcerned. "She only knows playing mahjong and nothing else. I'm sick of it. Even if she loses, it's only about several thousand, just leave her be. She'll know how to slow down after crying for 2 days." Alex tried to stifle his laugh. "Several thousand? Dad, you should multiply that by 8,000. Your wife has lost more than 60 million today." Now that he thought about it, he couldn't help but sigh at Elaine's stupidity. She had lost more than 60 million in a mahjong game with those aunties. What kind of idiot must she be to have made such a horrifying mistake? Meanwhile, at the Richard family villa, just like Trump, Michael was sitting comfortably on a recliner in the living room, sipping tea and humming gleeful songs while waiting for Lucy's triumphant return. There was no doubt that Michael and Trump were brothers. The way they celebrated happy moments was almost the same. Michael was looking at his phone and giggled every time he read the message that Lucy had sent him an hour ago. The message read, "Dear, Elaine's $2 million in savings, her house that she currently lives in, and the jade bangle worth $5 million are in our hands now. She has also mortgaged the Beacon Top Villa to us as collateral for her debts. Alex is sending us the housing contract now. We're going to be rich." Michael made a brief calculation in his mind. Excluding the miscellaneous things, the villa alone could sell for at least 120 million. When they divided the money by 4, he would get nearly 50 million. 50 million, that was more than enough. At that time, if he added in his cash, Elaine's current house, and the jade bangle, they could get a few million more. By then, they would get more than 50 million. In addition to the $15 million he had in his account, it would add up to nearly 80 million. The money would be enough for him to enjoy his lavish life for a long time even if the Richard family were to go bankrupt. He even started planning on how he would spend the money. First of all, he would give his mother 7 million. The old lady had been bugging him continuously because of the 7 million. He could only comfort her by saying that the fund manager needed 2 days' time to withdraw the money from their fixed deposit account and assured her that he would transfer the money to the Richard Group's account as soon as he received the money. So, he decided he would give 7 million to his mother and shut her up forever after Lucy cheated Elaine of her money. As for the remaining money, he would keep it a secret and must not let his mother know of its existence. He planned to buy a mansion and move in after the family goes bankrupt. Michael was extremely happy when his imagination ran wild in his head. He sighed in a grin, "Sigh, Elaine, you bitch, how dare you be so cocky with us after getting the villa, huh? Do you feel the pain now? Serve you right, bitch. Think of the losses as compensation for our emotional damages." He didn't feel a bit of sadness or sorrow for making Elaine bankrupt. This bitch deserved to be cheated and scammed. In fact, he should think of a way to scam her money every time she had money in her pocket and turn her into their long-term income source.